What's up, YouTube? Knight's Edge here again. Got another quick little overview for you of a pretty cool knife. This one sent to me by Mr. Eddie. Big shout out to Mr. Eddie. Thanks for sending cool knives all the time. I really appreciate it. Thanks to people like Mr. Eddie that send me knives that keep the channel going. Channel members, Patreons, subscribers, everyone. Big thanks to everyone. Hit the like button if you like my content. Subscribe down there if you want more of it. Yeah, big help sending me knives. It really does help out and keeps me, going with regular content. So before I get too far into it, let me get the box out here. This is the Serge knife, Sergey Knife Company. I think that's how it's pronounced, is Sergey Panchenko Rager. Pretty cool looking knife. Very interesting looking knife, reminiscent to me of kind of like maybe a Spyderco or something like that. Gonna do some size comparisons, specs, all that in a little bit. Talk all about it here. Go ahead and get into the box just to show what comes with it. These are discontinued, no longer available. Comes with a set of tools, little bits to, little Allen looking keys to take apart the knife. They're actually Torx bits, but those are little Allen L bracket drivers there. There's a little warranty, comes with it, care instructions, and release of liability there, all that good stuff. So that's the packaging that comes with it. I could show that off whenever I can, whenever I don't. Like I did a live unboxing with these, so bunch of Mr. Eddie's knives, so kind of wanted to individually show the packaging that comes with it, but definitely a really fidgety little knife for sure. Not little. So let's go ahead and get into that. Let's do the overview. All right, from the tip of the blade, center it up a little more. From the tip of the blade into the handle on the Rager, you're looking at 8 3/4. Yeah, 8 3/4 overall length. Wow. 3 3/4 going all the way back to where the blade meets up with the handle, and sharpen edge just a hair right at 3 1/8 on the sharpen edge length. Get out the calibers here, the blade stock thickness test on it. Thickest part of the spine, let's see, 131 thousandths there, and what does that go down to? Around 20 thousandths. Handle thickness 531 thousandths, so a little thicker, a little beefier for a folder. Sorry about that. Trying to make sure those are turned off. All right, so let's do size comparisons here. We'll do the usual suspects. You got Ontario Knives Rat Model 1, and there's your Ontario Knives Rat Model 2. All right, so definitely larger overall than either. All right, yep, still longer than the Rat Model 1. Cutting edge, more cutting edge than the Rat 2. Rat 1's got more cutting edge. Alright, so cold steel knives, trying to get this thing centered. Cold steel knives 8010, and your Demco knives 8020.5. That's the slicer variant of that knife. Longer than both. And using the 8010 as a guide, let's see the thickness on it. So, right at the thickness of the 8010, right? 8010 is a pretty beefy knife. Here is your Spyderco Paramilitary 2 and your Spyderco Para 3 up next to it. So definitely larger, longer than both. As far as cutting edge goes, Paramilitary 2's actually got it beat with cutting edge. No super long forward finger choil on that one. Let's see, let's do, what else we got here? There's one that's a Spyderco that I've got some, here it is. This is what I was thinking, it's reminiscent of, right? A little similar, right? The ergonomic lines meh, not so much. Almost, but yeah, it kind of has that like bird looking aesthetic to me. I don't know why they called it the Rager. These are OEM by Real Steel, by the way, in case I forget to mention that. But there it is. Pretty heavy knife. You got 3 3/4. Did we say? Yeah, 3 3/4 overall blade length, I think, right? And let's see, what's the ounce and inch? Way off. 5.2 ounces. Yeah, I was right about that. Pretty heavy. But I mean, that's all in, you know, whoever's carrying it, I guess. You know, that's up to you to decide if you think it's too heavy or not. It does have a little bit of milling in there, thank God, because if they didn't mill that, it'd be probably be around 7 ounces or something, maybe. I don't know. So yeah, they did do a little bit of internal milling. That's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and take a look at it in the pocket. Get out the old blue jeans here. Carries pretty good. I've had no issues with it, just carrying what little bit I have, you know. Pocket clip works just fine, bent kind of up at the end, and not really a deep carry pocket clip. So, get rid of the blue jeans. Let's see, this is a T8. Nope, I think it's T6. Let's try that out. Yep, T6. That's kind of a bummer. And I'm assuming on that, yeah, T6 on the pocket clip, T6 on the body screws. Pivot is captive, right? So that's pretty cool. That's good. And T8 on the pivot. So T8 on the pivot, T6, everything else. Just be careful using those T6s that you don't strip something out. You'll be all right. And hell, some people strip way larger than that out. I stripped a T20 out. Not trying to brag or anything. Let's see what else we got going on with. I think that's it as far as the specs, man. Overall, this is I guess like kind of the review section. My thoughts. Ergonomically, it is fine. I don't have any issues. It's not like a super like, oh my god, this is crazy good ergonomics or anything. Choke back's fine. You can do some pushing with that, pushing, pulling, locked in there, and choked up. Definitely plenty of room on that forward choil to kind of lock in and do some detailed closer up work, more close up work. One downside that I find about this one anyway, and you may or may not care, some people don't, is the N690 is the blade steel. It's kind of like a D2, not D2, shoot. N690 is more like a budget steel, which is, you know, it's $150 whenever they were available. I don't know how much they go for now that they're not. Probably more, because a lot of Sergey's designs are pretty sought after, you know, so maybe they do go for a little more now that they're not available. All that being said, these are not the custom. This is not the custom one. This is based off of a custom that he designed years before the production was released. The action on it, the plunge lock, it's a plunge lock right there, button lock, is pretty good. As soon as you push it in, it's coming down, glides smoothly closed on some bearings right there. Pretty solid lockup on it. The centering on it, pretty good on the centering. Reverse flick, obviously, I guess you can tell by watching me play with it, the reverse flick is kind of like the way to go on this one, I would say. If you're in the reverse flick, and not it's a full flat grind, right? But not really, not like a Spyderco, so it almost looks like a saber grind or a compound grind or something like that. But yeah, the action works just fine. There's not really a lot of contouring around here. It is smooth and it's not sharp, but there's no like 3D contouring on there or anything like that. Kind of wish they would have done that. That would have been pretty cool. But yeah, overall, not really too bad of a knife. But for 150 bucks, I could think of a lot better options than this one. But again, it is not terrible, and anything designed by Sergey Knife Company is pretty sought after. That's his logo there. Serge Knife Co. N69 is blade steel number 113. So I think that's about it, y'all. If y'all want to watch, there are some other videos about this knife online on YouTube. Actually, Advanced Knife Bro's got a good one. Coyote Trails has got a good one. A lot better than mine, I think. I do tabletop, and Advanced Knife Bro does. He does all kinds of stuff, really. You know, it's a really good production. So, yeah, if y'all want to check out some other content on this knife, if you're just looking for some information on it or whatever, check them out. And I really appreciate it, Mr. Eddie. Check him out. He's on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. He's out there. So definitely check out Mr. Eddie. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Y'all stay sharp.